juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be? A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
A clown?
No, if so, you would be a much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it. Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
Look, a red nose.
Ah,
A clown.
no.
For a moment, but fell down. Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Does this red nose...
Ah,
Do I look like...
no. No. If I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Whoever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur. You had it.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps.
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Okay, now for my secret weapon.
Much better.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls and left in a fury. Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Back down to the sewers.
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily. The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
No.
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, this is where the gallows used to stand. Maybe. The hook lay in a bed of chain. I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
That was a surprise.
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The wall seemed in very poor condition. The inscription was undecipherable. The plaster had cracked and was falling away. I wondered why.
Maybe we can smash it open a little bit.
It was time for some brutal destruction. Hey, that's hollow! I'd poked a hole in an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this. There was some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it. Here goes. The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap.
Thank you, George. Very good.
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
In the beginning was the end.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
An end to our enemies heralds our new day.
Report. The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. Professor, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say, our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Igram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lockmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition the next time that we meet. It will be to become the princess of this world!
Wow. There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle, I could see words inlaid into the stone. On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and 2 Latin phrases, Non omnis moriar and Clarior e tenebris. I shall not die completely, the brighter from the darkness. In the middle of the circle was a stump of stone, a shaft of daylight from the world above lancing down to touch it. The tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the stump. The light, falling from above, struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays. And each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the left, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant. Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Is there something going on between you and Labano?
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah, but...
So get off my case.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, Georges.
Go to, I guess. Let's go to Syria.
Hey there, young fella. Speak ye you the English? Speak you the Anglese?
Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed we, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nijo. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
Very grand.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Gussie, Fink, Noto, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. 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 Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program, featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow, and a stick man with a halo. Bing!
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest. People will come from far and wide to see my
Yes?
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hordes of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point. So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing! He was better animated.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
No.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition. We had it on the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a feuter is. Go on, I know all this stuff.
Never mind. Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like
Hey,
the
Demon. How's it going,
Crusaders,
dude?
they came to the East on an insane and pointless mission.
How's your
They
day been?
sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. The stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternative. Is there
Nicho
any
Elaine.
service?
Hi there, how are you?
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind.
Welcome to the club. How are you on this fine day?
So long, Nijo.
Toodle peep, sir.
I shall turn it up a little bit. My microphone's not working very well at the moment. I've got the headset, but it's not installing very well. As long as it doesn't affect your viewing of the game and the sound coming from it. How are you, Elaine, anyway? This is the director's cut of the first Broken Sword. I've not played the director's cut before, but I've played the original and all the rest of them, so this is my first playthrough of this. It's a good game, very good game. One of the best.
Hello, sir.
There is a difference in this one. It's not how I remember it. I think I remember it being a bit more, yeah, I should say graphically a bit better, but I'm not sure. Game set. Let's turn that up a bit. What is this colour? No, I don't remember the pictures being like that. But it looks different to me. It's the rug.
It was the pattern. I'd seen that pattern somewhere recently.
It was on matches.
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling.
Thank you very much, Elaine. Appreciate that. Appreciate any love at all. Support the little guys. I love my point and click games. I've been playing them. I fell in love with them when I was a kid. Monkey Island, and I adore them. I do have the Nerdface blog site has my top 10, and I did put a lot of effort into that. If you check that out, that's you'll find it on one of the links on the side there. You'll be able to get through to our site. I have been streaming Nintendo 64 games recently, but I've only just managed to be able to get my stream to recognise PC games, so I'm chuffed now. I can start playing some classic point and clicks. And thank you very much for the follow as well, Elaine. You are marvellous. That's I think I was giving you a matchbook.
Does this match?
I wouldn't mind getting affiliated. It would be nice.
Give to me. Give to me. Allah move.
I mean, I am trying to do internet stuff for a living. We're into the seedy club.
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No. No. And again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No. I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellence. Yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
I'm
Well,
based
I don't really
in
want to make
Wales.
bereaved yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be
At
the
the,
first to know.
well, I live in Swansea with my girlfriend,
Know where you
but
want to go, you come to Ultar.
I am from
Thanks. See you around,
Cornwall
Ultar.
originally.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
I've not long have I been living in Australia. I was living in Perth on the west coast. There you go, there's the link to our Nerdface, our blog site. There's some good, really good gaming blogs on there. It's nice to have people talking. Lovely. How are you, Dom Cruise?
Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, all righty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Okay. Oh, do we have a spit bucket?
I hadn't felt a need to spit since I was 12.
What time is it in Melbourne, Elaine?
Even
I'm
if I
gonna
wanted
say
to spit, my mouth was too dry.
Coming up to 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock. So it's like 7, 8 hours to Perth, and then isn't there 2 hour difference from Perth and the East Coast? Is it 2 or 1 hour?
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
I bet. Oh, yeah. That'd be winter for you now, isn't it? Especially over the East Coast as well. It gets cold over there. East Coast winter is it does get chilly. I went to where did I go? Melbourne for like a week, and it just reminded me of England. It was so cold. It was just wet, windy, horrible. But yeah, not as well, especially in Wales. Wales is just rain. Oh, I've completely lost track of where I've got to be doing now. Let's talk to him again.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I
It's
am
not
blessed
cold,
with your
but
bountiful present.
colder than it is in the summer.
This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough.
It is. I don't think it
Pretty funny, yes?
went
Hilarious.
any lower than
You should be on
25 degrees in Perth during the winter, which is still pretty glorious.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions. Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
What were they
Sure,
after
knew
me?
my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria.
Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Voltaire said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture. Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on, he wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
Yeah, Perth's winter's weird. It rains, but it doesn't get cold. Yeah, it's a big difference. It's very deserty.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there?
No.
Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And
Oh, Small Streamers Connect. Thank you very much.
Guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Thank you, Small Streamers Connect.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
We'll say yes.
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please.
50 bucks?
50
I
bucks.
don't have 50 bucks.
Oh, most unhappy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so.
It's like a Twitch channel that you can, promote your own site on to other people. Get a few more followers and people interested. It's really good. And then, you can get them to stream you as well, which is great. So anybody new that's come from that, we are playing Broken Sword Director's Cut. We're about halfway through now.
Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Does he like red balls?
What do you think of this ball?
Is most splendid, mister.
It's good, Demon. I like it too.
Well, I still don't have any...
Oh, the delight...
Okay, I'll have to leave you for a bit.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Demon. I appreciate that. Hello, everybody that's come from Small Streamers. Thank you very much. Please give me a follow. I do play a lot of Nintendo 64 games for people that haven't been on my channel before. But I've just managed to get my computer to start streaming the PC games, so I'll be playing a lot more point-and-click games because I bloody love them. And they're good for streaming, I think, because it gets people talking. But hello again and welcome. Give us a follow if you can. And again, thank you very much, Demon. Let's head back down to town. Hi, Don Cruz.
The merchant was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later.
Okay. I'm after this guy. Is he the guy?
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son.
He's the
Always
one.
got
He
time.
pops up in a few Broken Sword games.
The name's Henderson.
Dwayne.
Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy. I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, bloody hell. Start with
I
that.
saw a medieval picture of a woman, royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Straight to the point.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. No, I don't think they have.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
Dwayne.
What I know and what I say are two different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Sure.
Oh, please. Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
There we go. It's not a crystal ball. It's a lens.
Have you talked to Nijo?
Nijo? He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not gonna find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them door stands.
Okay.
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? Must remember that. Sounds scenic.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way, not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why? Ow! You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you, George? The folks back home will be real interested.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio. Pearl writes the poems for him. You ought to ask her to recite some.
Where is your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
Check the picture.
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got
Why has he got his
picture of
flash on in sunny Syria?
Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
Shake hands, Dwayne.
Why?
I'm just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly
Why
by
doesn't it
keeping
be
our
like
hands to ourselves.
shaking hands?
Yeah?
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Let's wait for this guy.
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Moscow.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab? Come to the...
Herb slash. Shaking hands.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab. None?
He looks great. How about a tissue?
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do. The stand had kebabs dangling from the canopy. As a marketing device, it lacked something.
Pearl over there. Pearl the poet. There's our boy.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Utar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's Arto, a miserable blighter.
This seems quite nice to me.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
Okay.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Toodle pip. Strange.
As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was.
Oh. Nope. Okay, let's go turn the video. Hey, to anybody new
I was
that's
wondering
viewing,
whether you could help me.
please give me a follow if you enjoy
What can I do for you?
a good
Hi,
point and
my
click
name's
and
George.
Nintendo
I was
64
just-
games.
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Okie dokie.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else.
Got any
Can't
suggestions
quite
for
recall. I read a little of it.
And
any other games
Seems
you'd
like
like
a lot of
to see me
hooey,
stream? Let me know in the chat.
I've been talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh,
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems that go in them.
oh yes, indeed. I consider myself the artiste of the family. Tell me, George, would you like to hear one of my poems?
Yes, we would.
Yes, go on then.
Okay then, darling, here we go. Our sympathy upon this time, when your heart doth break.
I like the dog.
Classy, isn't it? We know the grief that must entail when your schnauzer gets bitten by a snake. Ah, it still touches me.
Mm.
What do you think,
Touch me.
George?
It's very specific, isn't it?
You think so? We sell a lot of those, dear.
Have you met the taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most... Oh, you mean a taxi ride? No, Dwayne wasn't interested, so it didn't happen.
Polaris Snowcross Extreme Snowmobiles. What's that on, Don Cruz? Is that on Nintendo 64?
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little? Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him? His name's
Polaris
Nijo, you know.
Snowcross
Oh, he's just so cute.
will be
I
getting
could
played
die.
then.
I'd love to bundle
Raise a
him up and
freestyle
take him
scooter.
back to
Yep.
Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home.
Play some of them
Poor boy
tonight,
was trying
Tom.
to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Definitely raise a freestyle scooter. I loved that game. It was awesome.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines in Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also
Do it
gets
just
a
for
little
you, Don Cruz.
paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No. No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The
Mm.
Bull's Head Hill.
South Park Rally, that's a good one.
Medieval weaving?
I do a little
Probably
needlework,
one of the
but
better of the South Park
gosh.
games.
It's okay. It was a long shot.
Blues Brothers 2000.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A
I
friend of
didn't know
yours?
there was a game of that.
No, not
I'll
really.
look that up.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Blues Brothers 2000. True, very true. Where to now? Food. I guess that's going out of it. Let's try going back up here again. Definitely going to check out Blues Brothers 2000. 2000. Okay, I'm happy to do
The
that one.
carpet seller had an impressive collection
We'll
of
give that
windows.
one a go anyway.
If I had the time and the money, I might have...
Right, okay, we can do here.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it.
Oh, that's good.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
What is the basis of the Blues Brothers game? I can't think how they could turn that film into a game.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient.
That's true.
They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias. Ha 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 ha! But they gone.
What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheery up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon, whatever that is.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes, come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Thank you, Otto. Right, we need toilet brush. That kebab guy. How do I'm just cleaning the grill with it. Toilet brush kebabs.
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yes?
Do you want more?
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum. Most good.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
I'll let them know where his toilet brush is, I guess. Wouldn't give me any option to take it.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah.
See you around, Ultar.
May good.
Let's talk to this dude again.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Is that your father lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayuk's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
Good to hear.
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and...
You're not going to get a toilet brush for free, mate.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable...
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight, a Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherule of horn
This game is
that barely
awesome, Dom.
spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Yes, you can.
All right, here you go.
Thank you, sir. People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
George
What
Stobart
people?
is my
What bad
favourite
things?
American.
Never mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il-ach il-kal.
Il-akal.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for
Like that.
Really?
Really.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today, it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it
Ooh.
smells.
Okay.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Toodle pip. Come on, Georgie.
Hello again, sir.
Hello.
Kebab.
Yeah?
Il Akul Kalb?
Filthy. Bad, bad.
There's good music in
I'll
this game.
kill you.
Whoa, calm down. I just... Feet, do your thing.
Getting chased by a kebab man.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be.
What does Il Akul Kalb mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yeah, how did you know?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy.
True.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah. Little
See
boy
you around, Ultar.
has tricked
May good
us
fortune
and
follow
got
you.
that ball for free. That's not very nice. We might have to go speak to him again. Come on, Georgie, pick up the pace. Oi, you little bastard.
What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to
Kebab.
be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
Cheers, dude.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list
Kebab.
for a toilet brush.
The ends
You
justify
done who's you want a
the means,
kebab?
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spit.
Mm-hmm. Right, let's
So
do-
long, Nijo.
take
Toodle
that
pip,
toothbrush
sir.
back. He doesn't look happy that he hasn't got his toilet brush anymore.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah.
Look, I've got the toilet brush back.
You man of action, all righty. Don't just wave at me. Give to manager.
Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, the delights of the bull.
See you around, Ultar.
May good.
Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back. The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that about?
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning in detergent before go around my yuben.
He said all that?
Body language account for much, you know. Oh, yes, indeedy.
door was locked. I'd need the key to get in there.
You have the key, George.
Oops.
Toilet chain.
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning, and I didn't need to use it.
Well, that's not very clever, George, is it? You're insinuating, for God's sake. It's hot. Is that all we can do in here? All that just to get the toilet chain.
It was the short length of chain I'd taken from the toilet at the Club Alamut.
A bit of towel. That's all we can do in here. Back to the market. He doesn't look very happy, does he? He's got his toilet brush in here. Oh, boo-hoo. Thank you, Pussycat. Harvey.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
May I have this statuette? It is broken after all.
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline for breaking it, you can have a Davy Crockett hat as well.
Well, thank you.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Maybe not.
The grease paint had worked magic. Now it looked like aged marble instead of cheap plaster.
Beautiful. That's what we like. Pearl again, I think.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Do you know what Il Akal Kalb means?
My, sounds romantic.
Really,
Yeah,
really
I
romantic.
don't think it is, though.
Toodle pip is a great word. Doodle pip.
go now, Pearl.
It's been a
Perfect
pleasure,
Celtic
George.
woman.
Don't be a stranger.
Toodle pip. Yeah.
The stand was hawking ancient machine parts.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
It is.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your leg's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
No,
Here
I
you go.
And here you go.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the money, Dwayne. This'll come in real handy.
I ought to be thanking you for finding this Roman statuette.
Okay, well, I'll see.
Count on it, George.
Right, let's go get that taxi ride now. Toodle pip, Dwayne. I have money for you now.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh? Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price moolah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging Army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah. Okay, I'll be along in a minute.
It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
That was very kind of you, George. Toodle pip, Dwayne. See you
Hello
again
again,
sometime.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
I have a really bad hip today. Most days, really.
That's your taxi?
Oh, yes. Most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old Army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes. You
It's
have
brilliant,
lost
isn't
sight
it?
of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look
Some
of
of
it.
the French people
you
sound
have hit
Jamaican.
the nail
It's
in
great.
the nutshell.
Okay, already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed pair. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long. We gotta get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something.
Toilet. Ah, we can use that. The voice acting is brilliant in this game. The guy that plays George, they've done it for every game, apart from the fan-made one. But I'm not sure who did it for that, or if it sounds similar. But yeah, there's a lot of voice acting that goes into it as well.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in 2 lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend.
A life
You
lesson
want to
for
see
us
the
there.
bull's head? Yes.
We ever need to replace cam belt, just get some towel from the toilet. Cut it in half and knock the ends together. Somebody's spying on us. Wow. It's a tree. I like that stick, thank you very much.
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Okay.
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot. I could see that crack would make a good anchor point. Well, that looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
There's a hole in the wall. Possibly a door or something. Okay.
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no scorpion stung me, for which I was very grateful. But there was something in there, a metal ring, as wide as my hand. I took a firm hold of the ring and tried not to think of death traps, and pulled. Whoa there!
Okay.
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
We're not going to end up like that, majority.
Whatever had been in the bottle had been drunk. Klausner must have died of thirst and dehydration. Bullwhips might be handy for exploring ancient ruins, but they're no use when you're trapped in a cave. Klausner clearly fancied himself as a latter-day Indiana Jones. I've done more fun things in my life than searching a corpse, but as my life expectancy wasn't great, I figured I should try every new challenge that came my way. I cautiously flicked open the jacket. Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball. There was nothing else in the... I searched the corpse. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped. I'd searched Klausner once. So much for whips. The bottle was empty. I couldn't take the inscription with me. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay, that would have to do.
That this man couldn't work out.
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it. A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces. It was a strange image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries. The mount's open. It must be Ultar. My God, if he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are! You!
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual place. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot. You would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart.
Stealing my stuff.
Where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
Should we do good or evil? Truth and lies. Let's try lies with a good sake.
Klausner? Who the hell's Klausner?
I followed his trail here, as I believe did you.
I never heard of this Klausner guy before. I just asked around about strangers and got lucky.
Luck is a commodity that you are sorely pressed for now, Mr. Stobart. I have been watching you since you arrived in Marie.
You have? I never noticed you.
Precisely my point. You don't know what I know. Please bear this in mind when answering my next questions. Now, where is Klausner?
Okay, he's dead, just around the corner of the cave. Do you want to look?
I shall trust you on that. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about. Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
Well, there is something, I guess, but you can't move it.
Yes? What is it?
It's a treasure map. You know, X marks the spot.
Come now. Do you expect me to believe that?
Yeah, okay. You caught me. But round the corner, there is something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart?
In acadenta cita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize.
So what are you gonna do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart. A rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, what the heck?
Just pick up the gun, idiot.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
Just how long have you known Labano?
Andre? We met at college. He helped me out when I was a fresh air. Showed me around, that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance.
So he is. I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little less there at the front, perhaps. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Hello, George.
That is...
So,
I'd better get back to the quest.
right, I'll save there. I shall carry on with this bad boy in a couple of hours, I think. So, cool. Thanks everybody for watching and the follows. And I will be back online in a couple of hours to continue with this. Or as Dom Cruz pointed out, there's a good couple of games I can get. Extreme Snowmobiles, Razor Freestyle Scooter, South Park Rally and Blues Brothers 2000. So I might check some of them out now. Thanks so much guys. Peace out. See you later.